We uncovered a naughty word list distributed to GM employees. Among the words discouraged by the company in an internal memo: death trap, widowmaker, and rolling sarcophagus. Certain phrases are also no-nos, like "this is a lawsuit waiting to happen" and "unbelievable engineering screw-ups." Instead, employees should use phrases like "windshield wipers did not work properly." So let's talk about this. Seriously?
Okay. Seriously, and this is from 2008, so remember, this predates those problems that have gotten GM in so much trouble this year that have resulted in all of those millions of recalls. And look, national transportation officials have said, GM, come on. They've looked at this particular set of memos and said, this presentation, and said, really, that's just not cool. But the point here that GM was trying to make was that they wanted their employees not to be judgmental when they were writing about potential problems with vehicles. They wanted them to state very clearly what the problem was so they could fix it, not to say things like Hindenburg or rolling sarcophagus. So GM also now saying that it's a new era, a new GM, and this kind of language is not tolerated, this kind of position not tolerated. Today's GM encourages employees to discuss safety issues. That's what GM is saying now. But national transportation officials saying this memo from 2008 shows that GM had a culture of not allowing a free and fair discussion of problems with their cars.
I was just going to bring that up, because when you prohibit employees from using certain language, it's really hard to communicate exactly what you want at times.
But at the time, what those GM lawyers were saying was, like, if you say powder keg, that's not telling you what the problem is. And that's not saying there's the brake issue, or that's not saying that there's an ignition switch issue. That's just a judgmental kind of thing. Now, the other thing is that GM employees are encouraged to drive GM cars when they are, but when they're in the process of being developed and the like, when they're going to be marketed. So you've got a lot of GM employees who are driving cars. This is the company in a presentation trying to tell them how to describe what your relationship is when you're driving the car. Don't use judgmental words like this. But it just comes off very, very badly, Carol. It comes off very badly.
Because you know what? If I was filing a civil lawsuit, I would probably use that. 13 people died because GM ignored these problems with ignition switches. So how much money will GM have to dole out in the end, do you think?
So we know $35 million is this fine that they agreed to last week, but it won't end there. There will likely be other fines, no question. And remember that there was a criminal fine for Toyota and its recall problem. It was $1.2 billion. So that was a big criminal fine that came through. Now, all these problems for GM, though, Carol, happened before it was filed for bankruptcy. It emerged from bankruptcy as a new company. All of the parts of GM that can be sued are pre-bankruptcy. So that's a problem here. But they have hired Kenneth Feinberg. He was the one who did the BP oil settlement and all that. I mean, they may decide to pay out compensation on their own. It would probably be the best PR move rather than shield itself by this bankruptcy filing and say we don't know it.